What's going on, everybody? SeanKiller90 here, and today we're going to be doing a quick how-to for downloading, installing, and getting the game running for Need for Speed World offline. Now, a buddy of mine, a guy I've been watching for years, the Slap Train on YouTube, had gone on Twitter and said, "Hey guys, I'm having issues getting the game running into errors and whatnot." Hopped on TeamViewer with him, got the game up and running. He posted on Twitter that, "Hey, thanks to this guy, got it up and running," and other people started asking how to get the game working. They're running into errors, running into issues, and things are just not working. So I decided I would go ahead, instead of trying to help them one by one, just make a quick video for you all to be able to follow, download what I download, run it the way I run it, and you should have no issues and no errors. But if you do, feel free to leave a comment down below underneath this video, or send me a direct message on Twitter at SeanKiller90. It's the same as my YouTube account name. So yeah, if you have any issues, feel free to message me there. So the first thing that we're doing is we're going to go to the website and download it. Now, my browser of choice is Google Chrome. You can use whatever you want, doesn't really matter. And we're going to be running a search, Need for Speed World Offline. Now, this very top link, I don't know if it's going to be the same for you. I don't know if it's going to be in the top or if it'll be in the list, because you can see there are a few different things that it may be. But this is the place I've always downloaded from. Never had an issue. Never had like viruses and stuff like that or malware. So this is my recommendation. Just look for this link, or you can type this into your browser and it should pull it up all the same. So here we are. We are on the main page. You can see actually how long it's been since the official servers were shut down. So yeah, it's been a while. It's like, where's the time gone? But we're going to be clicking on version and download. And on this page you can see the different versions of the game. Now if you're going to some other small website or just another website, you might be downloading one of these versions and they may not be working, which is why you might be getting errors. So let's go up here to the very top. You'll see installer version 1.3 revision 2. That's what we're going to be doing, so we're going to go ahead and click on that. So once you get to this screen, you're going to see two different options here. And because I've downloaded this a few times already, I'm going to get an error, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. I think it says like over quota, but that's just because I've downloaded it, like I said, multiple times trying to help different people out. So anyways, you go ahead and download it, and down here in the left-hand corner, you'll see the download option pop up, which we'll see happen whenever I install Java here in a moment. So once your download is complete, you'll get an image that looks like this. It'll show you the name of the file, and it's going to show it's completed. Now, for some reason, if you don't see it down here in the bottom, if you're on Google Chrome as well as Mozilla Firefox, if I remember correctly, you can hold down Control and press J. This is going to bring you up to your downloads. Let me go ahead and get rid of those. As I said, I was doing this for multiple people. And you're going to see the installer right here. Now you can either click show in folder, or you can just double click on it. It should open it up for you. But once you do that, if you do show in folder, you can just click and drag it on the desktop, which is what I did here. When you double click on it and open it, depending on how your computer security is set up for user account control things, you might get a window like this. Most likely you won't, but I just enabled it that way you can potentially see it and then know not to freak out about it. So we're going to go ahead and click on yes. At this point, the installer is going to open. You can see the different things that it's going to install, and go ahead and click accept. And at this point, you can let it run through and it'll install things. Now, something to note, during the install, it's going to auto open a window for Adobe. Let's see, Adobe Flash, there we go. If this opens up during the install, which it will, just go ahead and close out of it. We don't need it. Alright, so say you're running through the install, you're done with the install, you click finish. The next thing that we're going to do is open up Java. So we're going to go to this site right here, https java.com/en, en being English. And we're going to click on free Java download. And this is what it's going to give you. Go ahead and click agree and start free download. And this is what I was talking about as far as it popping up in the bottom left corner. So you can either double click on it here, show in folder, whichever works best for you. You're going to have, once again, depending on your computer, for user account control. Like I said, I enabled this just so people could see what potentially could pop up. We're going to go ahead and click yes again. Just wait for that to open up. Minimize that for now. There we are. You can sit there and read that if you want when you're installing it. You don't really have to. Go ahead and click on install. And we're going to wait a moment again while it opens up. Because why not? But it may give me... Well, actually, no, it didn't. Okay, cool. I thought for a second it was going to say, like, you've already installed this. But no, it's good to go. At this point, it's going to give you an option for Yahoo. This is your personal choice. You don't have to. I don't, because I don't really use Yahoo. So if you want it, you can click on recommended. If you don't want it, let's just leave it as do not update browser setting and click next. And it's going to install Java, so we're going to sit here and wait for a moment. La-di-da, la-da-da-da, la-da-da-da. 3 billion devices run on Java. If you didn't know, well, now you know. Alright, so here we are with Windows saying you have successfully installed Java. Blah, 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 blah. Just go ahead and close out of that. Now, once you do that, it's going to pop up with the window saying all this right here. If you've never installed Java before, click on this. What it's going to do is just basically check to make sure that your Java is up to date. So go ahead and run that. Do like it says with closing your browser. And then, well, actually, if you close your browser, then you're going to close this window and you're not going to see a tutorial. So just leave this tab open, but don't actually close out of it just yet. So let's go ahead and minimize that. Now, for the installation folder, for Need for Speed World, you can see it right here. Where I've currently got it installed is this PC C drive, and it's under x86. So let's go ahead and open that. And at this point, you're going to see all your files for it. So what we need to do at this point is we're going to go down to Need for Speed World Launcher. We're going to right-click on it. We're going to do... where's it at? You may not be able to see it because of where it's at. Where is the option? There it is. Great. I was being blind. Create shortcut. If this pops up that you can't create it there, that's fine. Just hit yes. And here is our shortcut. So at this point, you can close out of that window. Now, before we actually launch the game, we're going to do properties. And I'm on Windows 10. So this, if you're on Windows 10, this is where you can find it. If you're on Windows 8 or Windows 7, I'll show you an alternative place to find this. But on Windows 10, with a shortcut, you're going to click on Advanced. Make sure you check the box for Run as Administrator, and then you can hit OK, Apply, and OK. Now, if you're on Windows 8 or Windows 7, I believe it's in the same spot, but just in case it's not, I'll show you an alternative. If you go under the Compatibility tab, and then come all the way down here to the bottom, you're going to see Run this program as an administrator. If you've already done it with the shortcut, then you don't need to do it here. But if you don't have the option because you're on Windows 7 or Windows 8, then this is another place that you can do it. So let's go ahead and close out of that. At this point, let's go ahead and open up this once again, just so you guys can see what might pop up for you. Do you want to allow this app, unknown publisher, blah, blah, blah. Just go ahead and say yes. A little loading. And you're going to see this window come up. Go ahead and click on Play Game. At this point, you're going to see 3 different options here. Online closed beta, LAN, and offline. For online closed beta, I don't believe there's actually a closed beta going on right now, so if you try to do this, it's not going to work. LAN, this works, but in order to do that, you need to download extra files. And another thing to know is when you're in LAN mode, 2 people is the max you can have, so it's going to be yourself and 1 other person. Offline mode, that's basically your single player where you can do race, drive roam, free roam. On the Slap Trains video today, you could see him driving in free roam and stuff. That's what he was doing. He was in offline. So we're going to go ahead and click that, which brings us up to this. We're going to click launch. And we're going to sit here and wait. Alright, so you can see that it's coming up Windows Security Alert. Blah, blah, blah for, you know, do you want to allow access? Go ahead and click allow access. And at that point, now you're going to be at this window. If you're not seeing this window, if you have like another error that's saying like java w.exe is missing, then at this point, stop the video. What you want to do at this point is go into Control-Alt-Delete or Task Manager. And what it says you have to do to fix that error, well, basically you're installing Java and it's going to tell you to close Google Chrome. Now the reason I say do it this way, if you just go through and close every tab for Google Chrome, then you can't restore them and you got to reload them up individually. Whereas if you do it this way, click on Google Chrome and end task. I'm not actually going to do it because I actually have some windows open that I need to leave open for now. It's going to close them all down. At that point, go to your downloads for Java, run the installer, install Java, and then whenever you go back to reload Google Chrome, a new window, in the top right hand corner will be an option to restore. And when you click restore, it's going to reload up any Google Chrome window and tabs that you had. And then, hi, welcome back to the video. This is Sean Killing ID. And so at this point, we can move on to the next step for actually launching the game. Change game exe path. As long as you did the default installation for it, you do not need to touch this. If you want to click on this link to go to the forums or visit the website, you can, but we don't need to do that. Log, we're going to look at this, starting offline server. XMPP server is running, and this is what it should look like for you. If you have something else here or you're getting errors, once again, let me know. But we are going to go ahead and click on launch game, and at this point, now we're actually loading up into the game. So I will be right back with you guys. And let's go ahead and remove that. For some reason it's doing a double, and I don't definitely want a double, so let's go and resize that up for you guys real quick. So here we are loading into the game. Now also on a side note, if you remember in the Slap Trains video, he had all these cars unlocked, a lot of money, and things like that. That's because I gave him a slightly modified account, save and whatnot. But for you guys, I'm not going to be doing that. You know, that way you can actually play through the game. If you really, really, really want to just have everything unlocked, all the cars, all the stuff, Google will help you out that. It's really not that hard to do, but yeah. So at this point, you can see here, I'm actually in the BMW M6 that the Slap Train was having issues with in this video, and I was just trying to work through. Unfortunately for me, I was not able to recreate the issues he was having. I was able to, you know, update the car, you know, just fine. But anyways, if we look down here at the bottom, you can see this information here. Let's go ahead and press any key to start. Now at this point, you're going to create a new driver if you haven't already created one. So once you do that, you can go ahead and click on that. But what we're actually looking to see here, which give me just a second because we got to wait for the loading screen. Alright, here we go. This right here, it's not going to load because there's no servers for it to actually connect to grab any information. So yeah. Now if you look down here, actually you can see current server version, the server mod developed by these guys, and then just random information. The random event generated ID, that's no biggie. But that, guys, is how you actually, where to download, what to install. Make sure you install Java, and now you're in the game. Also, in the Slab Trains video, he was talking about a drift mod and a tank mod. Those are things that you can also find very easily on Google. Just Need for Speed World offline drift mode or drift mod, and you should be able to find that relatively easy. But the ones that I had made for him were, you know, kind of custom. So, but they'll all work the same. They all basically do the same thing. They just change the handling for the vehicle. But anyways, guys, I hope this video helped you out. Hope you were able to get this game up and running. Like I said, if you have any issues or, you know, any problems, leave it down in the comments and I'll respond to you and try to help you out, or send me a direct message on Twitter at SeanKillen90 and I can help you out there as well. Worst case, as long as, you know, there aren't too many people having issues, I can always show you how to get TeamViewer or something like that and get on the computer with you and see what's going on, see what's happening with your screen, and try to figure out where you might have gone wrong. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. But as always, no matter where you are across the world, morning, afternoon, or evening, this is SeanKillen90, and hope that you take care. Peace.